So I have a twin brother, and it's Jason.
No, you don't have a brother.
You just said that I had a twin brother.
There was a twin, but it wasn't your twin. The story Heather told you wasn't a complete lie. Susan Moore did give birth to twins. Jason was raised by the Quartermains. The boy in the picture with you was his twin.
Hold on. This kid, and this kid is Jason's twin.
Yes.
Why did you tell me that I made him up? Why would you do that? Why did you tell me that I had an imaginary friend?
I'm sorry, Bobby. I was wrong. I see that
Okay,
now.
So then tell me the truth now, please. Just tell me who is this kid? And where is he now?
It's a long story and complicated, but you have to understand. We were only doing what we thought was best.
And by we, you mean you and Heather.
That's right.
Okay, well, Heather is Heather, right? Heather only cares about Heather, but not you. You're not like that, Mom. And I know that you love me, so please, you need to tell me everything.
I thought Dante and Lulu didn't want you to have anything to do with their daughter.
Charlotte is Valentine's daughter.
And Lulu's.
Not yours. You have no say in Charlotte's custody.
Hey, is everything okay?
No, this guy.
Yeah, everything's just fine. Dr. Monroe, I don't owe you anything close to an explanation. Certainly not where it concerns my daughter. But Lulu has agreed to shared custody, and the paperwork is being drawn up as we speak.
Then you got what you wanted.
My daughter avoiding another custody hearing, yeah, that's exactly what I want.
Now, Lulu can't fight you anymore because you maneuvered Ava into changing her story about how you murdered Nicholas.
It all started when I met Heather Weber.
Oh, what a surprise.
Heather was pregnant with you. A fact she was able to keep from her friends and family. I had no idea how troubled Heather was. But when she saw how badly I wanted to be a mother, she gave me the chance to raise you.
I already know this part, Mom.
But what you don't know is what happened when Susan Moore fled Port Charles to stay with her cousin Heather. Susan knew that Alan was coming after her to take her back to town so he could raise their child. She was so afraid of being found, she hadn't had an ultrasound in months, which is why Heather brought her to me, so I could make sure the baby was all right. When I examined her, we could see two different hearts beating.
Twins.
And Susan was faced with a terrible decision. Susan was inconsolable. She knew Alan was close to tracking her down, and now she was going to be on the run with two babies. It was going to be close to impossible.
Okay, so just a wild guess here, but Heather came up with an alternative.
Heather pointed out that the Quartermains knew nothing about the second baby, and there was no reason for them to find out. So Susan could go back to Port Charles and settle the custody on one of the babies and keep the other baby out of the Quartermains' hands. The firstborn was Jason, and Susan took him back to Port Charles. The second baby was...
Drew. His name was Drew. Drew. My imaginary friend was named Drew.
His full name was Andrew, but I called him Drew, just like I named you Robert and called you Bobby.
I know Heather. I know she's the kind of person that would come up with a plan, like keeping Jason's twin. But why would you go along with something like that?
Heather didn't give me a choice. I adopted you illegally. Heather threatened to turn me in if I didn't do what she asked. I was afraid of losing you, Bobby. So I agreed to keep Drew until Susan or Heather could come back for him.
But Susan Moore died, and Heather didn't come back for him. So where's Drew now?
He isn't anywhere, Bobby. Drew died.